Hello everyone. Today is the 2nd of May 2026 and this is the 12th episode of my Southward Progress Report series. I unfortunately missed an episode last month, so this episode will be covering the changes I made during March and April. A lot of the changes I made were implementing like a dynamic music system, but because I don't have any original music for Southward, all of the music that I use to test that out is like copyrighted music from other stuff, so I can't really show that to you. So that being said, what else I've been working on is I finally got limbs to fully work. So people will now drop weapons when their like arms are crippled or dismembered. So I've just created these two characters, Jerry and Paul. Jerry is currently holding a longsword in his right hand, and Paul is currently holding a golden scimitar in his right hand. So if Paul attacks Jerry's right arm, we can see Jerry had their right arm dismembered, and that little purple token on the map is the item that he dropped. That's the longsword. So if we go to Jerry, we'll see he no longer has anything in his right hand, and it's been blacked out because his right hand has been cut off. And if we go to Paul, we can see if Paul moves up to the purple spot, which is where the sword is, that will now appear on the ground. And so we can get Paul to pick up the longsword with his left hand. And now Paul has chopped off Jerry's right arm, causing him to drop his longsword, and then he picked it up. So yeah, um, pretty cool. That took me forever to get working, but now it's working. So hell yeah. Let's go back to Jerry, and in his left hand, we'll give him a warhammer. So now Jerry is holding a warhammer in his left hand. And if Jerry attacks Paul with the warhammer in his right wing, which is what he's using to hold his golden scimitar, Paul had their right wing crippled. So not dismembered, it wasn't chopped off, it was just crippled. So then if we select Paul, we can see he's no longer holding the golden scimitar, and it's red. So it's not black because it hasn't been cut off, but it's red because it's been crippled. And what it means if it's crippled is if we just give him some pants and then we give him a health potion, and we get Paul to drink his health potion. Paul's arm, yeah, Paul's arm is back. So his right wing now has 31 out of 38 health, whereas before that would have said 0. Um, However, because Jerry, his arm is cut off, if we were to use the healing potion on Jerry, Paul gave a swig of their health potion to Jerry. Jerry does not get his arm back because it is cut off and it can't be healed or anything. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Oh yeah, now that Paul's arm is back, he can pick back up his golden scimitar off the ground. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been working on for limbs and stuff. Um, I'm pretty happy with that. There's still a few more teeny tiny tweaks that need to be made to perfect that, but basically it's working, which is super cool. Um, so yeah, the other thing I have to talk about is much more of the art of the game has been developed, and so I'll show you a lot more. I'll show you the like new character drawings that we have. So first we have this dice rolling animation, which was made by Monique. Yeah, so basically this will just play when you use the in-game dice roller, and you just press the button and it plays that animation, and then whatever number you roll will appear on top of the dice. For the first like pieces of character art, we have these enemies, this group of enemies that are called dragmen, and they're like humanoid dragon creatures. These are like the sort of most basic, most numerous enemies that you'll be fighting in the game, and we have all different like types that hold different pieces of equipment. So we have an unarmed dragman, dragman with a sword, dragman with a mace and a shield, and dragman with a spear. And they're all like different ranges of like the color brown. Like we've got a deep forest wood brown, and then a very light sort of sandy brown, and then one that gets a bit more red. Um, and then we have the female dragman. She is much, much bigger, completely different body structure, much more red in color, and she has an extra set of limbs. She has two arms and two wings, whereas the male dragmen only have four limbs. They have legs and wings. Um, so, yeah. So the next set of character drawings are the demons. We'll start off with this, which is the chilled demon, and that's the like ice element demon. So this one has like sharp icicle blades instead of hands, and it's like very skinny and like malnourished. And it has a covering of like snowy like fur over its shoulders. Yeah, and in Southward, all of the demons have there are two types of every type of yeah, that was weird. Two variations of every type of demon: gold-chested and silver-chested. And that determines whether or not they are strong or weak against moonlight magic or sunlight magic. But yeah, this demon has like cold blue skin, um, and yeah, has like ice powers, you know. This is the ice demon. The next one is the fire demon, and the fire demon has like charred, burnt, like charcoaly like skin with a glowing heat coming from inside its, body. And it has like these little embers that like float out of its body. Um, and for the different color variations, we also decided to change the like color of the like glow coming from within. So the silver-chested one has like a very, very deep red glow, whereas the gold-chested one has a bright yellow glow. Um, so yeah, that's the demons that we've drawn. So now it's time to talk about the changes that I want to make going forward. So in the art side, I obviously would like the rest of the demons to be drawn. So the remaining demons are the smoke demons, water demons, lightning demons, and poison demons. Those are the four types of demons that need to be drawn next. I need to implement the art into the actual game project, so the dice roll animation and all of the enemy art needs to be implemented into the game. Um, yeah. I mean, from coding wise, I need to clean up more code relating to the like limb system. Um, there's a few little things I didn't show you that need fixing up because they just don't quite work. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next month. Hopefully I don't take 2 months again. Hopefully I actually manage to make one next month. And I'll talk about all the changes I made during May. Thank you for watching. Bye.